What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to Week 2 of the Global Pokemon Society Draft League. We got a matchup here between the Charm City Charizards and the Driftveil City Dragapults. Make sure you check out Cole's channel for the Driftveil City Dragapults side of things. As we see here with the Charm City Charizards, they got a bit of a Sun team, bringing Starmie, Torkoal, Victreebel, Charizard, Ninetales, and Steelix, going up against the Dragapults this week, bringing Mamoswine, Houndoom, Kecleon, Aggron, Rotom-Frost, and Pachirisu. Be very interesting to see what the Dragapults can do here against the Sun team. Weather, always a very strong strategy in singles, but in Draft League, it is something that you can prepare for. And I find that if you prepare well enough against weather teams, they don't have a lot of other options. The Houndoom could definitely do pretty well, being able to resist both the Grass Stab from Victreebel, as well as, if it has the Flash Fire ability, the Fire type attacks from the rest of Charm City's team. As we see the Dragapults lead off with Pachirisu. And Charm City throws their Steelix right into the fray, so a good lead for Charm City. Pachirisu with the U-turn will break the Steelix's sturdy. And the Dragapults send out Rotom here, maybe perhaps predicting a Earthquake, but Steelix just gets up its rocks. Now, Charm City, they are 1-0 going to this week, but that is because they got a forfeit win against the Black City Zekrom. So this is actually Charm City's first match of the season. The Dragapults, of course, 0-1 right now in the season, losing to Paris Saint-Germain in the first week. Cole lamenting that his Feraligatr did not have the Sheer Force ability, and we see that is not on his team this week. Zach and the Charizards really deciding the second turn over. Steelix will make the switch into Torkoal here to get the sun up. Now, Rotom with the Blizzard. Even against Torkoal, this can do quite a bit. Torkoal does not have the best special bulk. We do see leftovers here on the Torkoal. See, Rotom with a Thunderbolt. This might be enough to get the KO. It is, and Torkoal is the first casualty of the match. Have to see if that starts breaking a hole into Charm City's, weather core here, losing one of their key weather setters so early. Ooh, the Oka Berry. Allowing Rotom to survive with plenty of HP remaining, and connects on another Blizzard, knocking out Victreebel. So the Dragapults dismantling this team with Rotom-Frost. Charm City is going to have quite a bit of trouble clawing back here. They go into Charizard. Now this could be a real nice switch into Houndoom here for the Dragapults. We see Charm City always having some very lackluster move sets on their Pokemon here. As we do recall that they once brought Slash Garchomp to a match. But Rotom stays in and takes that flamethrower to the face. Well, Rotom picked up its 2 KOs. Now we'll have to see if Houndoom can come in here. Could get a free Dark Pulse off. Maybe even set up for a nasty plot. In the sun, I wonder if Houndoom would be able to survive like a Surf from Starmie as well. But no, we see Aggron come in. It does take some rocks damage. Let's see, this is Solar Power, Life Orb, not Life Orb, but Solar Power boosted Flamethrower, and it does knock out Aggron in one hit. Charizard, after knocking out Rotom, says, hey, you're a fridge, hold my beer. I'll show you how to knock out some Pokemon. This Charizard does have the speed on its side. Not really any Pokemon that could outspeed it here. Here comes Houndoom, so Charm City does have to be wary about the Flash Fire. And with them Choice Lark, they will have to switch out. Looks like they're going to go into Starmie here. Did Houndoom go for the Dark Pulse? No, goes for Destiny Bond. Now Starmie does have to be a bit cautious because it should outspeed Houndoom unless it is Choice Scarf. Which it could be. With the Destiny Bond set, I would not be surprised if this was Choice Scarf. But going up against a weather team, that's still pretty risky. Also, going for Destiny Bond, well, I'm gonna say maybe they weren't thinking the Charizard was Scarf. Thinking that I could go for something like a Focus Blast. So they do swap out Houndoom, which makes me think that it is Choice Scarf. Into Kecleon. Starmie with the Surf. Analytic boosted Choice Specs. Does next to nothing to Kecleon. I mean, we are still in the sun, right? So I'll chop it up to that. But geez, you would think Choice Specs in the sun or Choice Specs Analytic. Ooh, Starmie just able to survive that Sucker Punch. This will allow it to get off another Analytic hit, and that will knock out Kecleon. Charm City barely clawing their way back. Dragapults now have to decide what they want to do. Again, if that Houndoom is Scarf. No, they go into Pachirisu here. The Surf is just always safest. And of course, you're locked in Choice Specs. Pachirisu able to take that. And should knock out Starmie here with the U-turn. That'll allow one of the Dragapults' more heavier hitters to come in. But Charm City will be able to see what they go for here. If it is, say, Mamoswine, they can go out into Charizard, or if it is Houndoom, they can go into Steelix. There is the Houndoom, taking more rocks damage. Well, Charm City is actually gonna opt to go with the Charizard here. Gonna go with the safer Air Slash. Let's see now, what does Houndoom want to do here? Again, I'm assuming that it is Scarf. Based on how that was played. They stay in, and they're gonna take this Air Slash. That should knock out Houndoom. Now it comes down to Pachirisu and Mamoswine on the Dragapult side. This Charizard really been able to bring Charm City back. Dragapult's no way to really have speed. Pachirisu takes some more rocks damage, which I think will put it in KO range of this Air Slash. Yes, it does go down to the Air Slash. Mamoswine comes out now. Charm City could switch out Charizard here. Try to preserve it. It looks like they might just be going for the Air Slash. They could try and get a flinch or two. Also, I don't really know what Mamoswine could have to really hit Charizard effectively here. Let's see. They go for the Ice Crash. Not able to knock out Charizard, so I think that will allow Charizard. Oh, but they could have the Ice Shard here. Let's see if Ice Shard will be able to pick up the KO. Ice Shard does come out, and it is enough to take down Charizard. Ninetales able to outspeed Mamoswine. Gets the final KO for game one, and Charm City, despite Rotom knocking out two of their early Suncore and Torkoal and Victreebel, is able to come back mostly on the back of Charizard. Dragapults really had no way to deal with the speed and power of Charizard. So let's get into game two and see what the teams do to make some adjustments here. Alright, we're here at the start of game two. Charm City picking up the first set. Have to see here what the Dragapults do to kind of change their fortunes here. One of the big issues is definitely the speed of Charm City's team. Dragapults really have no way to counteract that. Dragapults do lead off with Mamoswine here. Going against Steelix. Mamoswine gets its rocks up, and Steelix will do the same in turn. Mamoswine with the Iso Crash. Does that mean they don't have the Earthquake, or were they predicting a switch here, perhaps? Iron Tail, big damage on the Mamoswine. Mamoswine this time goes for the Earthquake. Picks up the KO onto Steelix. Perhaps the Dragapults didn't want to get Steelix down into Custat Berry range, playing around that. But Mamoswine now is pretty weak, and it is one of the premier offensive Pokemon for the Dragapults. Choice Spec Starmie also seems so good in this matchup. Now not in the sun. Really just has to worry about the Kecleon Sucker Punch. Because I think Kecleon can survive one Surf. Okay, I don't know why Starmie has Trick Room. I don't know why Starmie has Trick Room. I don't know why Charizard has... Did it have Dragon Rush or something? I gotta look at the Charizard set again. I don't have anything really wrong to say about the Ninetales set. I mean, I would probably prefer like a Destiny Bond Focus Sash sort of thing, but... Like Surf, Psychic, Rapid Spin, okay, usually like, maybe in this matchup you don't need Thunderbolt, but, okay, Aggron comes out, it's gonna take Rocks damage, and, I mean, he's Choice Locked, so he has to go for the Surf again. Why Aggron here? That's my question. As we all knew it would, Aggron goes down. In comes Rotom. Rotom outspeeding the Starmie. We know it's Occa Berries, so what is this Starmie doing? Outspeeding the Starmie. What? What the heck? Do you know how slow you would have to be? Alright, well with that, I mean, the Dragapults are kind of back in it a little bit. This Rotom just seems to get KOs, and that's all it cares about. Torkoal takes Rocks damage, and I don't even know if it'll survive a Thunderbolt from this range. And I don't know why we have Protect on the Torkoal. And you're too slow to make use of Eruption, like Lava Plume is just kind of better as a fire attack. Like if you want Yawn, then you go like Yawn, Lava Plume, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rocks, I don't know. Something like that, but I think this Thunderbolt might just be enough. No, Torkoal actually survives. And he's gonna get rid of those rocks as well. Gets a critical hit on a Rotom. Yeah, see, Torkoal just way too slow. Like, look at all the damage. This Eruption is probably like base 40 or 50 power. This Blizzard, though, does take out Torkoal. Rotom, again, picking up a couple KOs. Rotom being a big early season MVP for Driftveil. It has not missed a Blizzard, which definitely helps when it comes to being a good Ice type. But we do know that Choice Scarf Charizard is going to do a lot of damage here. There's the Occaberry, but in the sun, I do not think Rotom will appreciate this, as it does go down even through the Occaberry. Kecleon comes out now. I see. Get rid of the Blast Burn. Get rid of the Dragon Rush. Where are those? Flamethrower does knock out Kecleon, though. I mean, that's really all you need is Flamethrower and Air Slash, really. Like, I wouldn't mind Focus Blast. Like, it's a good coverage move. And then you can always throw, like, Solar Beam on just as your fourth move. Overheat is also a really good one. Mostly for Choice Spec sets as just like a nuke sort of thing. Like, Choice Scarf is more like a cleanup sort of thing. Choice Specs is more of a break a team wide open. I mean, I don't see Pachirisu surviving this either. Oh, it actually makes good use of it and hits with the Nuzzle, which will paralyze Charizard. Pachirisu does go down, though. Charizard breaking through the paralysis. And that leaves only Houndoom for the Dragapults. Already taking some rock damage. Ninetales gets the sun back up. Houndoom with the crunch. Does get a defense drop. And Life Orb is revealed as its item, so it wasn't even Choice Scarf. Oh, we saw how slow that Starmie was, so I guess it's a good thing it switched out. Going with Solar Beam. This really doesn't want to deal with that potential Flash Fire here. Crunch should pick up the knockout. That should mean that Charizard... Well, Charizard is paralyzed, so Victreebel is probably your safer play. Something you don't see every day. Back-to-back solar beams to knock out the Houndoom and take the victory for the Charm City Charizards. So a very close match. Definitely comment down below what you think of Charm City's move choices. Maybe recommend him some better ones, because yeah, he definitely needs help in that department, as we know from previous history. But thanks for watching, and as always, stay classy, Society.